I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what that was. It said YouTube. We're sorry, but we crashed. That's strange. I've never seen that one before. And I've never got a, I'm sorry we crashed. But there it is. This is part 2, and I am just finishing up the ribbon. And I will get 2 more on here. That was strange. Very strange. Let's hope it goes all the way through. Come on, the wrong one now. Oh, that one's the right one. Very odd. So my last live on Facebook was odd too, because all of a sudden my phone holder started just sliding and sliding. So also I'm looking here, and then all of a sudden I'm going, I have blooper lives lately. I don't know. All right. Be patient. I'm sorry. So we got this one. I need one more. I promise you, I'm only going to do one more. I usually don't do this much ribbon either, but it's so pretty. The coloring. I think that's all I put on the other side, right? 1, 2. Yep. Now that I look at it, it's like you could put one right there, but I'm not going to. Really, I'm not going to, because I got lots of other stuff I can go in there. I mean, you could stop. You could stop right there. But I think it needs a little fresh, springy stuff, you know? Some greens, some flowers, and something to hold us on to. What's in there? I know there's something in there. There we go. I'm sorry, I've had a lot of coffee today. Lots. There we go. Now, I was going to add that one of these yet. But I don't know. I don't think it needs it. I really don't think so. This one will be way off. So if you wanted to, you could add a little green in there, or more pink if you want to emphasize another color, blue. I wouldn't do that. But if you wanted pink and green, you could. But I think I'm just going to continue here and put some, let's clip these greens off first. These are pushers, and I have no idea where they're from, but we're gonna push them up a little bit and clip them off. I think that would be really cute in there, and that's too much, so I'm going to take them apart and just stick them in. Yep, I want little bits of green, not big bits of green. So I have a glue pot over here, and it is a Sherbon, and I am sticking it in on the pine needles, not on mesh, because mesh melts. You can stick it on ribbon, but the pine needles are your best bet. And if you wanted more of a fresh green, I mean, I could have used a green base too, but I just want a little. And that's all I'm doing is pulling it apart. And you're going to want to use a good glue. Charbon is pretty good. Gorilla Glue. So I'm just sticking in here because I'm going to go over and put another one on top, something else. But you make sure that your customer can't see a glob of glue. When you're done, go back and check the bottom. See if you can see glue coming out of anywhere. Because they're buying it for the pretty, not for the glue glob. Alrighty. I think I gotta cut one more. Yep, one more. Because I wanted to put some in with the bow yet. I just wrap a pine needle around that one. These are pretty light, but sometimes if they're heavy, I wrap a pine needle around them. So I'm going to attach that to the back of the ribbon. And there's a pine needle in there. A little more. A little more. So I'm going to lift the bow up and get a little under there because it does help your bow. And you will be able to see it from the sides. Just one on each side. There. So here's that. I have these I want to add, but I also have, I'm not sure if I want to, I do have some more little bunnies that I was thinking of adding. I'm not sure. Let me bring it over here and take the plastic off. So I know it's a pain. It's hard on the ears. So let me pull one of these off and see if we like that in there, adding extras. You don't have to add them, but it might be cute to add a few. Like that. Otherwise, I have lost it. Where did I put it? I have these little signs. I think I'll add the little signs and save these for another wreath. So it says hop this way. So these are wired. So these I would get in a tie. I'm going to place them first. And I have some little yellow ones, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to put a little glue on there and get it in the tie. But then I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to come back and twist tie it in there secure. Don't ever glue it and then tie it, because you will burn your fingers. Right. Do I want squigglies? I think putting the eggs in is too much. I like the little squigglies, but I think I'm going to get some flowers in there. These have the paper on the bottom. They're very pretty, but the paper's messy. And we don't need all that. Trying to figure out how to section these off so they're not so long too, because we don't need all that. I'm sorry, I'm doing it halfway off. I'm making them shorter here. And I don't want it too far out, so I'm going to come back and just trim them a little bit. And before we make a big mess, I'm going to get rid of the bottom paper. It's so sad that it crashed, because now it's going to be a two-parter. So once again, make sure you get it on the pine or on a good spot that doesn't melt. Lift the bow, get that in there a little bit. Let me tie these in there, because we do not want the little springy signs to go anywhere. So they are glued in there, but we're also tying them. I'm trying to get just a little wispiness so that when the wind blows or a door opens, it gives you that little movement. All right, so let's work on this side and get a little bit of pink in there, or a little bit yellow yet in there, not pink. This paper stuff really, the paper bottom bothers me. I love them, but the bottom bothers me because it gets everywhere. This is a spring floral bush from Joann's last year. I haven't even looked at the floral for spring yet. Not been over there. This one's really long. Let me just... It would have helped if I would have put part 2 . I forgot to post it. I'm sorry. Just a second. That whole YouTube threw me off there a little bit, sorry. Threw my game off, just a tad. There we go. That's too much. Surprisingly, when I had my blooper with my phone sliding, it didn't faze me. It made me laugh. Probably better that this is in 2 parts because we are running late. I'm sorry. Okay, so this one I forgot. This one needs to be tightened, secured in there. I want to put a little bit of pink. the hotter pink. Got a lot of light pink on this side, so let's put some hot pink in there. My glue pot's gonna be full of this little beads. Okay, so I need to look at this a little bit. I'm getting a lot of flowers in there, so I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to underdo it. I don't want to look like, oh, I throw two, you know, I don't want it to look like I threw 2 flowers on it and then that was it. So now let's work on this bowl. I think we're at a good time to work on it, because I won't be flipping it around much more. We're getting to the end, so let's puff it out. And you can do your bow whatever way, which way. I like curling my ribbon. Some people like them perfectly straight, which is fine. I guess that goes with that circle thing. I don't like circles, perfect circles. I'm going to twist this one around, because then my bunny is the correct direction. So instead of going the wrong direction, he's actually face forward. This one too, all you see is the bun, which bunnies are usually fine at their buns. We can turn this one around and then we'll see his ears. There is that. So do I want to add some yellows? These are really cute. I don't like this leaf on here. I like the little yellow float, that leaf. Yeah. A little yellow flower in there yet. Just a little yellow sticking out, but that leaf has to go. Just a few. And this is from Stein's Garden Center. It's a little long. Yep, that little bit of yellow flower in there is perfect. The last thing I want to do is make sure all my, these guys, I'm going to pull them out a little bit. I want the flowers to be behind. One more flower here. one more here. All right. So now I will check the back of it. And I'm gonna get him on. I will get him on the wall and I'll take pictures. And I'll check the back to make sure there's nothing sticking on the back. I'll go around and make sure there's no glue spots. He will be perfect and then he'll be listed. But here is a crushed velvet sugar bunny. He's ready. Ready for a wall or a door. Thank you. This is the part 2. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I absolutely love the purple and the yellows. Is it correct? Hop this way. Yep. Thank you.